What's going on, guys? T Blake here, and you guys might remember a very long time ago I did a video talking about Campless, which compiled a ton of sneakerhead data pretty much on every single sneaker that you could think of, and they're constantly adding more product. Now, Josh is a close friend that worked on this project. I'm really happy for him. He just got a new investment and funding to work on the project by the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. His name's slipping my mind. But there's an awesome article about it on Soul Collector. And what's really cool now is as they work to introduce more and more sneakers, you can add and upload your collection. Now, normally I wouldn't just do a video on that unless there was something you guys could get out of it. And I am actively entering to win on this contest where they are giving away 73 different sneakers, and a lot of them are things that I want. So pretty much to enter, you just want to create an account, and then you just add sneakers. And I think what's really cool, especially, is that you guys can then publicly see my collection, which I'll link down below, along with a link to sign up with. The one thing for me is because my collection has a lot of obscure sneakers that aren't necessarily bought and sold on eBay too often. I couldn't upload all of them. Also, for instance, like if you have a Nike ID, they can't quite get a price guide on that. But I was able to add 53 of the sneakers I have. I think the market value of my collection is a little bit high. I think that I don't own more than $22,000 worth of sneakers, but it's interesting to certainly see, what in general, how well I did in terms of prices. The other thing too is if it was something that I got for free, if I entered $0, it messed everything up. So if you look at my collection and wonder why it says $1, that's why. But what's really cool too is I can put in condition of things that I've worn, for instance, and it spits out a price. So my Yeezys, if I put in that condition, it spits out a price there. And again, I would say, just as a critique, that this is probably something they want to work on. For instance, I know my size 12 Yeezys I think are worth a little bit more than $1,800. I think that they'd sell in a second. But that's more of nitpicking as opposed to really having a cool way to view my entire collection. So I was able to put the majority of my concepts collection in here. And again, I link this down in the description so you guys can take a look to see what I've got, floating around in the good old collection. But yeah, it's definitely a cool little tool, and visually it's so much better than a spreadsheet. And what's awesome as well is they put down the totals, and just like a stock market, you can kind of see, how well I've done versus what I've paid, and not even trying to be modest. I'm doing way better than the actual stock market, or at least the stocks I picked. So, maybe I should have told my mom I'd be better off just buying sneakers. So, really cool tool that they've introduced, and I know they're doing some really fun stuff and have some plans to really turn this into something special. So, if you're not familiar with Campless already, definitely check it out. It's an awesome tool for people that are looking to learn prices, or if, the number one question I get asked a lot of times is, how much is such and such worth? They're pulling eBay listings, and they've just got a wealth of data here. And like I said, at the very least, if you want to use their price guide to kind of go off of what sneakers are selling for. This is sample, by the way. That's not, you know what I mean? I think it's really important. It's a legitimate source of information for referencing. This kind of data is something that huge financial firms actually download or buy off of Campless to make decisions. So it's pretty cool, and like you said, they've got all these accolades. But yeah, really excited for Josh. That's why I wanted to make this video. And again, I put that information to sign up down below in the description. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, if you want to tweet me your collection, I'd be love to take a look. Or if you want to link it in the comments down below, YouTube shouldn't block it. So super curious at seeing what you guys got. So T Blake signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace, guys.